swing it.
The question, I'll repeat the question in case you couldn't hear it, but the question was about hitters taking a first pitch strike instead of being aggressive. You want to take that one? No? You don't get it either?
See, I personally, I love it. I'm a pitcher, so I like them taking that first strike.
Some hitters swing, some take, some it's just a way the hitters feel comfortable. You probably say, why didn't he swing at that one? It was right down the middle. But maybe he was looking for a different kind of pitch. He might have been looking for a breaking ball or an off-speed pitch, and here come the fastball, and you begin to wonder, gee, that seemed like a pretty good one to swing at. Why didn't he swing? And we wonder that too. But again, hitters go up there with a plan. They have a plan, we hope, and sometimes the plan works. And you have to remember in baseball, if a hitter is successful 3 out of 10 times, he's doing a good job. So there's 7 out of 10 that he didn't work out. So maybe you saw some of them 7 out of 10s that didn't work out.
Brian, you want to touch on that too about being aggressive early in the count?
Yeah, I think it's all about what kind of hitter you are, and like Tom said, that the plan. Every hitter has a plan going up to the plate, whether it may be having to see some pitches early in the count and make the pitchers like Liam get their pitch count up so we can give the bullpen, stuff like that. And but at the same time, you know, like they say, there's only an average about one good pitch each at bat to hit. So if that pitch is right down the middle and Liam makes a mistake, then sometimes you need to swing at that first pitch. So.
And Liam, too, part of scouting reports. I know how much you guys study the opposing batters, and you get a sense of guys that are aggressive early in the count and the adjustment you have to make as a pitcher.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, you look into it and you read all the reports and stuff you can, and you realize that there are people who rarely swing at the first pitch. I mean, you look at Joe Mel. I think he swung at, it was like not this year just gone, it was the year before, and he swung at a percentage, like a 1% of all first pitches he faced. And in that he had like a 700 average with 3 home runs, 2 doubles, and 4 singles or something absurd like that. But yeah, you definitely look into it. I still remember I was pitching against Seattle. First pitch of the game, Ichiro hits a triple. And I look back and I'm like, that's why he swings at the first pitch. He swings at the first pitch, and he's a very aggressive hitter, especially later on in the season when he's trying to reach that 200 hit mark again for the 11th season in a row. But no, you really look at scouting reports and you realize who swings first pitch. You can get into people with tendencies. Like I'm sure they do it to me as well. Like I throw predominantly a lot of fastballs first pitch, and so that'll change people. So I mean, the more you look at it, the more you can read into it and understand why people don't swing at the first pitch.
How about some more questions, folks?
How are you going to pitch against Fielder then?
Good question.
Yeah, very, very carefully. I have faced him once in my career. I was pitching for the Australian World Baseball Classic team, and we had a pre-tournament series against the Milwaukee Brewers. And I remember I went first pitch fastball away for a strike, second pitch changeup, and then I threw a fastball low and away that he hit rather hard that the shortstop dove for, and luckily enough it hit the left fielder on the chest. So he hit it quite firmly. So I probably won't do that one again. But no, it's going to be very, very carefully pitched to him. So possibly a walk. We'll see how he's going that day, and I don't really like to walk too many people, but he's not exactly too many people.
We just have time for one more real short, quick question. If there's one more. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I had 3 brothers, and when they went off to sporting events, they had something they did. Like one brother, lemonade nights, on the way to every event. So what do you do that prepares you?
Yeah, the question was, and this is one of my favorite ones, because asking about superstitions that baseball players, and even Ron Darty will tell you he's as superstitious as anybody. Superstitions you guys have.
This guy is the world's worst with superstition. From everything from wearing the same underwear to everything.
Nice.
With anything, this guy's the worst I've probably ever met with that. I don't do anything personally superstitious besides, I think after we go out and take a BP and everything before a game, I always have a pregame shower and a pregame peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That's always that before a game. But other than that, I try to stay away from the superstition side of baseball. But this guy, he'll tell you a lot more, I'm sure. He's got some.
Well, where do I start? On the way to the field, I always get a Starbucks coffee. It's called an Americano. I get that with cream and 2 Splenda. And then on the way to the field, I usually finish that. And I get to the field and I make another cup of coffee. And I'll sit there doing my Sudoku. And I'll do roughly 5 or 6 Sudokus before I start. I put that away, so let my brain cool down a little bit. Then as I finish the next cup of coffee, I'll either grab a water or another coffee and start reading a book for a little bit. I'll read, and then as I'm getting ready, I'll have my pregame shower, brush my teeth, and then either shave or just trim my scruff up a little bit. And then it's always, I've got the same gear. I've got my regular day gear, and then I've got my game day gear when I pitch. So I'm a starting pitcher, which makes it a little bit easier for me. So I have my game day socks, game day sliders, and then I always go and I put my pants on, keep my, it's usually a good thing. Put my undershirt on and go get a stretch. And once I'm done with my stretch, I head out to start getting ready at exactly 35 minutes before the game. And as I'm running after each inning, I do a kind of shuffle step over the line. Never step on the line, always jump over it, and always try to jump over the dirt as well. And then that's about it. And then every third hitter, every third hitter, I make sure to step off the mound and put some extra rosin on my wrist. And then that's about it, I think.
Do you have any, we'll close with this, do you have any, or was there one in your managing career where you saw a player that just, you scratch your head at that one?
I let the players, I'm not surprised to hear Liam's story. I think that goes on quite a bit. People have things they do. What I did, if we won a game, I drove the same way the next day to the ball. I drove home the same. So if we lost, then I changed the route. And I know of one fella who came to the ballpark. We were on like a 5 or 6 game, whatever it was, winning streak, and he drove the wrong way. And he went back home and started over. To drive the right way. But that, I think, happens quite a bit. I think whether players want to admit it or not, they each have some superstitions that they do adhere to. And I know I did. I wore the same stuff, shirts and things that we won, and things like that. So, but I wasn't the only one.
I'm going to be on the bus with you guys today. Is the underwear clean, or is this...
All
right, my fault.
We just met this